Today we're going to talk about different educational websites that are focused on education technology, and we're also going to keep special education in mind, especially for students with severe and multiple disabilities, looking at how these websites are applicable to them or not applicable and helpful in any way to their functioning, to their teachers, and their instruction. Educational technology is a crucial tool for students with disabilities. It helps them increase their access to learning opportunities that their same grade level or chronologically aged peers in a general education setting receive, and can increase their quality of life, especially through assistive technologies and other interactive technologies. So those things can include interactive touchscreens, it can include communication devices or boards, it can include things like pencil grips or different chair modifications that help students functionally participate in their school environment. So this first website that we're going to take a look at is commonsense.org. Commonsense.org does provide a lot of information for students and families and teachers, including blogs and app and website ratings, some research, a community for teachers to work together. And another big thing that they do provide is a research-based digital citizen curriculum that's free for K-12 learners. So all of the things are listed out there. There are activities and lesson plans and videos and things that go along with whatever the topic is. Learning digital citizenship is especially important for students with disabilities because they often have limited digital literacy skills, which inhibit the appropriate and successful use of technology in the classroom. So this curriculum follows digital citizens trying to navigate the digital world.
Hello, digital citizens. It's hard.
My name is Guts. My name is Head.
My name is Pete. My name is Honest.
Okay, so in this curriculum, digital citizenship is defined as the responsible use of technology to learn, create, and participate. And it's really the combination between digital and citizen. So the teachers work to show students how the individual and the collective actions on the internet work together to create the world that they want to live in. And it works with educators and families to participate positively in the digital world. So some of the topics in the curriculum are media balance, privacy, identity, relationships, bullying, and news and media literacy. The great thing about it is it provides take-home and family engagement activities along with some unplugged activities so that if, especially in the special education environment, if a technology is not something that is working well with the student at the moment, if it causes negative behaviors, if it's just not interactive enough for them and their current situation, the unplugged activities still provide that information, deliver it in a way that is meaningful to them. Now, there are some downsides to Common Sense. While there are a variety of applicable topics and engaging activities and media related to digital citizenship, a student's cognitive level needs to be considered before implementing the curriculum. So if a student is functioning at first grade level but aged at 14, they might not benefit from the whole curriculum. So something at 14, which would be 8th, 9th grade level, might not really compute with where they are cognitively. And alternatively, the K-2 might just be too basic for them and just really not age appropriate. So teachers may need to adapt what they're doing, adapt their lessons for their students. And while there are a lot of cultural accessibility options like translating and screen readers that are typical on like a Google Chrome, there are not a lot of UDL modifications embedded in the lessons that would help improve engagement for students with disabilities. The next website that we're going to talk about is Edutopia. It's a website that provides information and strategies for teaching and learning in pre-K to 12 education through blogs and articles and videos about providing information about differentiation, blended learning, assistive and educational technology. And the website provides a way for students to learn and reflect on, and teachers that will help, and this helps developing the successful individuals being able to monitor their behavior and thoughts and actions and see whether or not it's beneficial to their end goals. Edutopia helps teachers find information and implement these strategies in their classroom, like PBL, SEL, assessment, development, technology integration. And specifically in that technology integration helps to create more personalized experience for learners in the classroom and impacts the overall instructor delivery and thoughts and decisions about what they're teaching in their classroom. While the website does provide practical information for technology integration, a user will need to sort through the articles to find recent information about the technology and special education. So for example, in 2023, there's only been one article related to special education, and it has to do with the upcoming IEP season, which is teacher development and not really working on the technology piece. The website is also funded by the George Lucas Educational Foundation, and so there's always that chance being funded by a foundation, even though it claims to be partisan and research-based, there's always a chance for bias within the articles that are accepted, the bloggers and their opinions. So that's just something that a teacher would need to evaluate what's best for them and their students. The last thing that we're going to talk about is ThingLink, and ThingLink does have an interactive website for them to work on, and it engages the students with immersive content through images and videos and VR shots and texts and audio and external links. So it's enriched with different things. You can click these different icons to get to different videos or different websites, have assignments and quizzes built in, and students are able to really see the world around them in a different way, as sort of accessible with different apps like screen reader and things like that, and it helps improve a student's experience for something that they may not see in their everyday life, especially things like virtual field trips and getting used to a new environment, which is especially helpful for students with disabilities. So this interactive learning increases digital literacy skills, and it contributes to choice and decision making. So they are learning how to decide where they're going first, which button are they pushing, and developing those problem solving skills to make sure that they are staying on track and monitoring their behavior. It provides a flexible way to increase engagement and organize information so that students, like it was just stated, to be self-directed in their assignments. And it also provides different accessibility options that will help students engage with the material in a way that is meaningful and productive for them. ThingLink, however, is a paid program, so it can be covered for an individual teacher or through a seated subscription, and it does take time to set up each ThingLink, especially if it's personalized for the classroom. There's limited collaboration and creation because of copyrights, but it really is dependent on how the teacher is willing, how much time they're willing to put into it to make it engaging and motivational for their students, and taking into account the students' abilities to manipulate and access content on the internet, whether or not they're going to need extra support there. So these three websites are somewhat accessible, somewhat good for each of the special education aspects that we're looking at, but there are a lot more things that the websites could do to improve in that realm.